Scripture teaches that a poor man is hated by all his relatives and avoided by all his friends. Hello, good people. This is Stella, your regular host on the Family Enrichment Hub, your center for family learning and for growth. Thank you for promoting the content that is shared on this platform. I truly appreciate your great support. Today, I want to be speaking about a subject of interest to all of us, and that is how poverty creates dysfunction within the family. Poverty is a state of living where you do not have sufficient resources to cater for your basic day-to-day needs like shelter, food, clothing, and many others. Poverty is not just a lack of money, but it also extends to social marginalization or stigma. It extends to social exclusion. It speaks to a lack of education. It also extends to poor health facilities or a lack of health facilities for yourselves and your family. And at the end of the day, all these have a long-lasting negative impact on the well-being of individuals and the family. Poverty affects every aspect of your life, and that is your emotional, your mental well-being, your psychological and physical well-being. Poverty creates a reality of daily struggle. Life is a hustle. Life is difficult. Life is not worth living when you find yourself in a place of financial struggle at individual and at household level. How does poverty affect individuals and family members? Poverty brings about a situation of inferiority. People who come from financially struggling households do not feel like they are sufficient enough in every situation, in every activity. They have a mindset of others are always better than them. They always come second place and third place. And this brings in a situation of self-pity and self-doubt. They are not confident in themselves and in their abilities to deliver on anything meaningful. Children who come from struggling households usually do not have the opportunity to fully develop their capabilities because there are no sufficient resources at the household level for them to be able to fund their dreams and aspirations in life. So they live below their full life potential and ability. Society, family members, and friends usually shun people who come from struggling families or poor families. They always see them as a by the way. They look at them as people who do not have much to add to the society because of their financial struggles. Financial instability at the household level increases family stress and strain. There is no peace in households which are struggling to meet basic needs because every day is a daily struggle. Every need, even if it's just food or water or accommodation, is like climbing a mountain on a daily basis. So the stress within the households that are struggling financially is a daily reality. And research also indicates that children from low income families usually face higher risks of cognitive, emotional, and health challenges, for instance, developmental delays and poor academic outcomes when they go to school. And in the extreme cases of poverty, it leads people to become homeless. It creates a situation where children become vagabonds. Hunger and associated health challenges are a reality within financially struggling households. Research also indicates that children who come from poor families are more prone to be lawbreakers or to engage in criminal activity because they have a lot of time on their hands, which ideally is supposed to be spent in school. So for them, since they are struggling, education is not a priority for them. given the limitation of resources within their households, they have a lot of time to actually get lured into criminality. The life quality of poor people is low because of daily and excessive dependence on cheap quality products which are available on the market. Poverty affects not only the financial well-being of people today, but it also affects the future and multiple generations. Why? Because in struggling households, they already do not have sufficient resources to meet their basic needs of food, clothing, and accommodation. So where would they even have extra resources that they can use to be able to build wealth for next generations? The reality of anger and pain and anxiety is a reality in poor households. Children grow up hating and resenting the rich. They have a feeling and a belief that life is not fair, that the rich have grabbed and taken away the resources that are supposed to be distributed amongst everybody. So they grow up with a sense of pain and anger and resentment towards people who are making it financially in life. Social marginalization is a reality for people who come from poor households. People fear to receive your calls. They look at you like a plague. They see you as a burden. Even when you're just calling your friends, your family, your relatives on a courtesy call just to find out how they are, they struggle to pick your calls because they are not certain you're going to be asking for food, you're going to be asking for resources to support you on different needs within your households. And so poverty is a living hell on earth. Poverty dehumanizes. Poverty is not an acceptable way in which human beings need to live. Poverty is an undesirable state of living that you don't wish on your worst enemy. And so, in our next podcast, I want to be focusing on practical steps that we can take at individual and at household level to be able to liberate ourselves and our households from the curse, from the cancer, from the disease of poverty. Allow me to conclude with this. Wealth comes with a lot of power, a lot of honor, a lot of glory, and it bestows influence on the wealthy. No wonder the rich have many friends. May wisdom help us to tap into the abundance which God intends for all of us at individual and at family level so that we can truly live to our fullest potential without blaming it on poverty. Thank you, friends, for listening in. Kindly share widely, for this is how we shall truly transform our society through the family. God bless you. Catch you in 2 weeks' time again. Bye.